370 Charlie Ground medium will make 18 right, follow the 319 and at Victor 4 cross Morning Center. On 5970 came loose in Victor November.
What's up, guys? Welcome to our flight today. We are on the ground here in Charlotte, where we landed earlier today, getting ready to take off to head to West Palm Beach tonight. It's a slightly late flight. We have a departure time of 4:50. It's currently 4:08 right now, so we'll be getting our passengers boarded here shortly. We're taking 116 souls to West Palm Beach in the A-321. It looks like the American doesn't carry a lot of passengers on this route, which is strange for it to fly the 321. And the early morning flight, they only had like 40 passengers, and I think the mid-morning flight, it was 60 passengers. I think the most passengers there was 116 on a 8 p.m. flight from Charlotte to West Palm Beach. So with that said, we're gonna do our walkthrough of the aircraft, then do our walk around of the aircraft while we're getting the passengers and everyone loaded. We'll do the exterior walk and then go from there. Start getting going, try to get out of here. Hopefully we don't lose any internet because it is raining right now in Dallas. So we shall see how it goes. But welcome to the stream today, and hopefully all goes well for us. We shall see. We'll do a quick walk here. Again, we won't have a lot of passengers today. And we got the 321 is a very long aircraft. Start getting things going. Look out here, see what we see on the engine there. Should have had the light on for out there. Okay, we can slightly see out the front leading edge. Looks good. Go across here and see on this side here. Alright, engine top side and leading edge top side looks good. Alright, we'll check out through here. Looking at our little arrow pointers there. See the rear. Alright, the inboard flaps look good. Let's check over here on this side. Yeah, and then we'll start getting folks boarded here. So far, aircraft looks good. We don't see any damages on anything that we need to report to maintenance while we're here. Before we start boarding, because that's a thing too. I want to start boarding passengers when you have when maintenance has to do certain things on the aircraft. They do not want passengers on board at that time. All right, everything here looks good. Let's make our way back to the front here. Unfortunately, we can't check the lavs. Can't open them and check them. Here we are here in the, I don't think I can I actually mess with this from here? I can. Let's see. I actually can from this view. Alright, we'll start. Actually, let's get the, we'll get this stuff going first. Water. Left. I did not think I could actually mess with the EFB from this view here. Oh, I can actually mess with everything in the aircraft from this view. Look at that. I did not know that. Only in the Phoenix you can do extra things. Let's turn wing lights on. Wow, did not think I could mess with any of this stuff while in this view. But that is cool. Can't mess with the seat there. Alright, let's go ahead and load aircraft. There we go. They're gonna start getting things going. Whoa. Turned around right here. Alright, let's get out of here. They'll start boarding. I'm gonna head out. That's cool though. I did not think I could actually mess with things from this viewpoint inside the flight deck. But again, Phoenix never disappoints. Alright, so let's get a walk around going here while we get boarded. I also updated the my aircraft config in GSX to use the bulkhead, the bulk cargo bin. We are in the A-321 again today. Nice night in Charlotte. We'll be trying to get around or beat some weather out get near to Florida. Looking good. Aircraft looks good. Be nice if I could have a flashlight in this mode. It's a cool thing they did update for FS 2024. You can use a flashlight outside the aircraft. Alright, potable water is completed. We got about an hour and about 40 minutes, I think, flight time. We got no squawks or any issues on this aircraft tonight. It's in perfect condition, so that's good. Those guys get done, we'll start getting boarded. Getting out of here. Oh, but yeah, I did set that up. So when we start boarding the passengers, we'll actually use this rear cargo bin too. So I had to have GSX in the aircraft config do auto on this rear one, so we can use the belt loader here. So we're belt loader on the front, belt loader on the rear, and then the other little weird cargo loader I've never seen before. That'll be that one. So when we start loading the cargo, you guys will see that part, and then we'll hop in and start getting some things going. It seems to be somewhat of a quiet night here in Charlotte. The plan is to take off runway 18 left tonight. 18 center. We'll take off 18 center. We'll be on our way. We are departing from the same gate we arrived here in. The weird, crazy thing though is real ACARS isn't working for my aircraft. It's acting as if it doesn't see it on the ground for some reason. It's kind of odd. Man, this looks good. Alright, but yeah, welcome into the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoy our flight tonight. Try to do what we can, get things going. Alright, that's getting going. See, it already started boarding. It hasn't started boarding yet. It should though. We're getting fuel on board. We're taking about 17,000 pounds of fuel with us. I think it's like 17.5 or something like that. Is what we're taking. So. Yeah, what's up, Bill? What are you saying worked last time you did? Oh, the real ACARS. Again, it's probably not something on a grand scale. It's probably just something on how it's reading mine. I closed it and opened it, and it doesn't see the weight on wheels for some reason. But it could be this airport is my assumption with how this airport's been acting. And unlevel in certain places, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it could very well just be mine. But welcome in. But yeah, remember when we talked about that bulk cargo bin? I did reassign it, so that way we'll have bags loaded into it. If it's there, if that door is there, I'm using it. All right, it's 23:20 now. They gotta come on, start boarding the passengers too. Jeez. But yeah, all right, we got our fuel loaded, 1,617 gallons. See how much it's gonna cost us today. Oh, 1616 now. 1622. I don't know what this thing's doing. It's like dialing back. All right, 10,800 pounds of fuel loaded. $3,100. Let me see if it shows it here. Oh, I've noticed that they actually put the bill here, but they don't put the bill amount. That'd be cool to just bring that up so I can see how much it actually was, rather than having to wait to look at this. But either way, still cool to see. All right, we got boarding happening now. So now we have both of them open. I assigned it an open close check. So it automatically opens this door as well. I don't have to do so. We'll see those guys come up here and connect. And then this guy should be that other, the other bulk loader. Let's see, he should go to the forward. Oh, as they kind of run each other over. Yeah, this one. So it's this unit. That way you don't, I don't have like passenger, the trolley carts running over each other right here, piling on top of each other. Yeah, because it says this rear one can hold up to 3,300 pounds. So I figured, hey, let's start using it. If it has it, we'll use it. All right. And seeing that one's already almost done. So by the time, yeah, I was about to say by the time this car gets here, that one will already be completed. All right, so that trolley's here for this one. Other carts on the way there. How many does he have? 2. Yeah, 2 as well. And it's showing them both open there. That's cool. All right, and we're getting our 116 folks on board. We're taking 12,000 pounds of cargo. And our 1705 there. $159.8. Flex 1053. Turn that wing light off so it's not blinding those good folks. All right, let's get things going here so we can get on our way. There's another one I saw here that tells me that would give me my information. I'm trying to remember where I saw it at. No, it wasn't there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight. Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Good night.
Actually, we do have a departure.
Ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Nooks. Now we're planning for the ILS 10 left, which is going to come with a an increased minimums due to the approach lighting systems out. Actually, we got more than that. 1 hour, 20 minutes. Oh yeah, let's see. 0120. That rear one's already closed. Nice. And these will close shortly. Probably push tail south, I think. Alright, 129.8. Yeah, this flight's gonna be pretty wide open.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight. Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat.
Jeez,
To help us ensure an on-time
all
departure,
my seats got
we
people in
kindly
it.
ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this.
And the other A321, I moved the seat forward. I think I might do it again here too. Let's see. I think I picked the row that's like right across from here. Right across from the yeah, I feel like this is the seat I picked, and of course somebody, oh no, no one's in the seat. I'll put this one back here. And then that was that one. 8's here. 9 is here. All right, we got 10 minutes to go. I feel like I was trying to, oh, you know, it was on real A-cars that would, was it real A-cars? I'm trying to remember which one of them would actually show the distribution between the cargo bins. I think we'll get it on the final load count. Let's go ahead and get the APU up. The airport's pretty much dead here right now. Alright, now they've kind of reorganized everyone for weight and balance purposes. Alright, let's hop back in. Strong one. Let's get ready to go. Ooh, hold on. Alright, we don't have bleeds on. I was gonna say, I forgot I need to turn the packs off. Disconnect the ground unit first. No, I don't want to do that yet. Disconnect it that way first. Glad that did not take. I think we said till south. Not yet. Let's get the actual count. 116. It's 160.1.258. Alright, I got my weights back correct because that was only off by now about 100-pound difference. I'll take that. Even better. Alright, send. Let's go with that. Alright, we got 5 minutes to go.
Kclt-Kpbi. So repackage is great. Lots of closures tonight. Expect the party.
$105. 17.5 did all checks. $546 on the distance, that checks. Alright, doors are closed. Alright, now let's look at the final. Alright, there we go. Alright, compartment 1, 3,000, 3,095. Pretty even across the entire load there. Alright, we'll accept that. Did I disconnect everything? Make sure again. Alright, everything is disconnected. Alright. That's good. Or switch over to ramp tower. We don't need operations chat anymore. And ramp tower, American 1216, ready to push and start. Bravo 11. All right, push tail south and call for taxi, American 1216. All right, let's release the brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
1 minute early.
Cabin crew, armed door, cross-check.
Alright, clear of most ground equipment.
American 3020 clear. I can't send level to American 3020 clear. Double here, my airport is JoJo 5 departure. To transition minutes file. Climb and maintain 8 south. Squawk 504.
Check. Welcome aboard Airbus A321. Please pay attention to illuminating
American 3020, we got you correct. Section is 1 8 right.
safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace as adopt. If you hear brace, brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your
Alright, we got
nearest
stable number
exit
1.
may be behind you.
Cockpit to ground.
Emergency
We have a
lighting
potential start.
will guide you to an
Can
exit.
disconnect.
In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take a life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and clip together. Pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate the life jacket inside the aircraft. Outside, inflate it by pulling the toggle. If it fails to topping up, blow into this tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. The cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Tray table must now be stowed, armrests down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened.
Alright, I have them in sight
Further
there.
information regarding your safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine. We hope you have a great flight.
Alright, got good power on Gen 1, Gen 2. It's carrying all of the load for the electric.
Shortly dimming the lights. You can turn on a reading light using the controls above your head.
It's still on the APU. We'll go ahead and let that change over. And boom, just that quick. Looks good. APU. You can shut it down. Back there in the aft. Let's bring that down some more. Alright, all the slides are armed, doors are locked. Wheels, we'll get to that part shortly. Let Let's go flaps.
Calling
0.7 up.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff. Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secured for takeoff.
All right, thank you. Do a quick flight controls check. All right. And hopefully my stuff stayed calibrated from the last time and we'll be good there. Brakes extended, looks good. Right. Left. All right. All right, we look good. 0.7 up, flaps 2. And Ram Tower, American 1216 off of Bravo 11, ready to taxi. I can't tell what that is. To November? No, those are numbers. We'll go November 9. All right. All right, we'll taxi out spot November 9 and contact ground on point, what, 45? What's ground? Should give us ground. 129. Oh, I didn't set it. All right, yeah, 0.9. All right, spot November 9 and we'll contact ground on 0.9er. Good day. All right, we'll stay on this frequency until we're out of the ramp. All right, we got tower and that frequency there. Tower and departure.
That's 196 Bravo Hotel, Charlie Brown, is 1 right, back to the Delta Romeo, Rock, left turn Alpha, okay. Delta 3177, Charlie Tower, wind 160 at 10, direct to land.
I think our line is to the left of us. I don't know how I didn't see it. I'll slide over to that line.
Select 6.0W, Allen Echo, Victor 4, Bravo, Victor, November.
They got 2 here. They don't even have the actual number. All right, Echo 15. Oh, this is the map. Okay, I didn't think it was. All right, hello ground, American 1216. We are at November 9 with information. Foxtrot ready to taxi, runway 18 center. All right, Echo 15, Echo 11. Hold short 18 center, American 1216. All right, we are golden. Let me see, where does our transponder set to? Set that to on. Now let's taxi out. Clear left and right.
Select 6.0W.
Clear right and left.
Double 3177
identified 18 center here at the hold short of Echo 11. Alright, trim still set. Good. And tower American 1216 is holding short 18 center, ready for departure. Straight out, 188 on the heading. All right, clear for takeoff. Runway 18 center, American 1216.
November 31, 7 option direction on November, you got to fall behind. November,
All right, approach in is clear. Runway is clear, departure in is clear.
back to South Hotel, wind 160 at 9.18 wagon.
Airspeed's alive. And 100 knots. One, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Got the popcorn. Alright, we'll go AP1. Let's go flaps 1. And there's that flight controls crud again, even though I mapped this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt.
Get back to South Hotel right here.
I recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated.
And over to departure, American 1216. Hello, departure, American 1216, passing 4.8, climbing 8,000. All right, 16,000, American 1216. Through 8,000. All right, through 10,000. Nice moonlit night.
That's 1 minute 6 Alpha Hotel, contact Atlanta Center 135.35. 3535, Medevac 6 Alpha Hotel, thanks for the help.
All right, we'll contact Atlanta Center, American 1216. DC Center, not DC, Atlanta Center, American 1216, 15,000, climbing 16,000. All right, we'll continue to climb up to 360, American 1216. All right, passing 18,000. All right, we're looking good, climbing the 360. Pretty uneventful. We'll be switching over to Jacksonville Center here at the 8-minute mark. Actually, we should already be switching over. All right, and over to Jacksonville Center, American 1216. And Jacksonville Center, American 1216, we are passing flight level 210, climbing 360. All right, continue to climb up to 360, American 1216. We'll knock this flight out and then we'll do the other flight back to Dallas tomorrow.
Yankee 205, next center. Standard area is moderate heavy precipitation starting at your 12 o'clock and freezing or lost in front of you. If you need deviation for any event, just advise.
It's 60-minute average departure delay and increasing at DFW thanks to the rain that's passing overhead right now. Let's see, what is it showing it to be? Yeah, and we're on south flow as well. Not looking good. They're stacked up on the north-south flow departures right now. We should arrive with 8.5, it says. So we're going to be landing 10 left with no approach lighting system. Let's see if they already have it written out on here. There we go. So we'll abide by this one. So increase RBR to 4,000 or 3/4. The ILS decision altitude is still the same, so that's good. And we still go down to 200. We actually got about 30 minutes in cruise. Once we reach it. We're passing 32. Nice. 7 miles between Wilbur and Zizzer. Come from Whamby? No, Kennel. Start down. Cut off this direction to the left. On the fix. Taxi, that's exit. Go that way. Doesn't look like they have a ramp frequency. Yeah, they don't have it outlined here, so ground just handles everything from the looks of it. So if we land, crossover, we'll probably take hotel up to Bravo and then into the ramp. That's almost 30 minutes. 600. 002. Occasional lightning and cloud. North cumulus nimbus, distance northeast. I don't know what that one is. That's under maintenance. Let's see something. It is wet runways in PBI. Got 555. Actually, we'll go one further back. We'll go 4. If it's saying 5, we'll go 4. Medium brakes, reversers. Could go low. Two knot winds on the nose. Yeah, we can go full flaps. I think you can only do wet runway on the departures frequency, but on the arrival, yeah, don't let you do that on the arrival. bounced around a bit. Not much. Yeah, they'll be fine in the back. Should have been on time. Yep, no 80s. Entire row open, looks like. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, somebody's actually been right here. Hey, I've sat next to this guy last time in this row. Right, Bill? Yeah, we're starting to kind of get shook around here a little bit. Dang it, the seat's taken too. First class seat's taken. Only got one stinking seat open.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fasten seatbelt sign has now been turned off. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
Yes, 05, contact Miami Center, 119er.2, that's 1982.
Exactly. He's like, just get me back home. I'm already done with today. None. I would have none open. So yeah, I'm glad too that it's not a full flight. But still, I expected for only 116 that my seats wouldn't be taken. But unfortunately, they are. A few seats I have set up are taken by passengers. She's taking that one. Let's see, we'll pass by the other one. Is this number 6? I think this might be my other one with the guy looking at the iPad. I think that's one of my window views. Then here's this seat with this guy. He's not easy to forget. That's the only seat I have open. My camera views don't even think I got. Yeah, I don't think 8's open either. I don't think I'm that far back. I think I'm like here or somewhere with 8. Let's see. Yeah, I see 8's taken. 9's open. Rest of them taken. But yeah, I cannot believe there's a flight from. I may have to try to do one of those flights in real life then. Fly out to Charlotte and then take Charlotte to West Palm Beach. 'Cause that flight looks like it's almost always open, wide open. Like I said, the early morning flight for there was only 40 passengers, I think. Let's see. PBI. Actually, no, that's not right. What the heck was I? Oh, you know what? This is for tomorrow already. Let's go back to yesterday. That's what it was. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of flights as of now because it's already the next day, of course. Yeah, exactly, Bill. Non-revs get some easy movement. So the Right Star flight that departed at 7:42, or that pushed at 7:42, was a 321, and it only had 40 passengers on that flight. It was 21% booked. Then the flight that was scheduled to leave at 9 a.m. to PBI was again all of the flights are 321s. They had 81 people on that flight. So now we got 42% booked. Then the 11 o'clock flight had 91, so that's 10 more people. The 1:30 flight had 92 people. And the 2:30 flight had 82 people. And then the 7:15 flight, actually, it started off with 116. I guess by the time they left, they only left with 111. Now, that was yesterday. It looks like yesterday must have been an anomaly or something, because if we go to today, what's scheduled for today, let's see, going to PBI. Actually, it's a little better in the afternoon. The AM flight looks to be typically very open at 7:40 in the morning. That one now has 72 people are going to be taking off today, or scheduled to board, 72 folks. The 9 o'clock flight has 87. The 11 a.m. flight has 161. Then the 1:30 flight has 121. The 2:30 has 118. And then the last flight out of Charlotte to PBI at 7:15 p.m. has 130 passengers. So for the most part, if somebody was trying to non-rev between Charlotte and West Palm Beach, that would be an easy one. You know what? I think I'm going to start looking at it this way. Where do I want to go? And the likelihood of the flights being open. Going to somewhere. So like I wanted to go to Ontario, so I'm going to look up DFW again as of, let me see what it was yesterday. Departures. souls. To ONT. Damn, those flights are almost just about booked. Yeah, true. Well, not so much unless there's a lot of non-revs, but the aircraft holds 190, so that's still 30 seats open. Unless there's a lot of non-revers, you still got like 30 seats open because American's 321 is 190 seats. And then I found, because I was going to try to use the fly-by-wire again, how much on ranking scale of ramp controllers on standby list. What do you mean? That I'm not sure. I don't know that there's an actual number for that. I can't, like, we don't get an actual breakdown percentage of positions for non-revving, of how many booked this or, you know, that. So I wouldn't have any clue. If they do have it, I don't have access to it or know what it is to see it based on, like, my position. Put that back. But yeah, the flights to Ontario, though, they're pretty booked solid. Like today, yesterday, since it's now after midnight, it's already today. So yesterday, the 8 o'clock flight had 165 people. It was 86% booked. The 10:30 flight had 191. That was completely booked. 12 o'clock flight had 188. The 7:30 flight had 172. Yeah, I almost may not get a chance to do that. I may try to go to Bozeman or something. Let me see what BZN has to offer. Oh man, we only get one flight and it's 98% booked. They only do one flight to Bozeman. And it's in the 7-3. Out of the Alpha Terminal. And it's a 10:40 flight. 169 passengers. Let's see to Seattle. I'll do a flight to Seattle. We got a lot of flights that go to Seattle throughout the day, but they're all almost 100% booked. All flown in A321s. Looks like 321 Neos maybe. I want to check because I know on like ramp or class one way pilots and FAs are classed another way. Well, I will say it might be different here because there's no like seniority scale from that perspective when it comes to non-rev, and it's first come first serve for American. If that makes any difference. I actually haven't done a non-rev flight since I moved here. Yeah, they don't do it on seniority here. Everything is just first come, first serve. And then, of course, if whoever does morning, the first flight of the morning, and then they get bumped, they move down to the next flight and bump whoever was already on that one. That's as senior as it gets. So if you bid for the first flight of the day and miss it, you're still on that list as been above the other people that's bidding for those flights below it. Yeah, Seattle's a no-go. It'll be hell trying to get on the Seattle flight. The lowest percentage of booking factor is 94%. And it only goes up from there for all of, 7 flights that goes from DFW to Seattle. They're all pretty much booked. I mean, you'd have to You'd have to be needing to get to Seattle to try to hope you can get on one of those flights. Let's see about LA. I'm pretty sure that's going to be even worse. There's a lot of flights that go to LA. Surprisingly, it's not too bad though. The top of the morning flights are pretty open up until say 10:30. So between the 6 a.m. flight and the 10:30 flight, those seats were pretty open yesterday. Or is this today I'm on? Oh yeah, that was yesterday. So I could jump on the flight to LA during the 8 o'clock bank because it's only 50%, 49% booked. It's 90. We had 96 people on that flight yesterday. And the 7 o'clock flight had 133. These are on 321s. The first flight though had 124 on the 738. LA may not be a bad one. I do want to go to San Diego though. Let me see about San Diego. San Diego is mostly booked too. It's a lot of flights though that go out to San Diego from DFW. And all of these flights are on the 321s as well. Yeah, true. Yeah, the San Diegos are pretty. The only ones that look like I have a chance is the last flight of the day at 10:39, or first flight of the day at 7:19 to catch a San Diego flight. Because you got 75% and then 70%. But then again, you that's not accounting for the non-revs. I think that's only paying customers that this is counting. Let's see about Burbank. There's only 2 flights to Burbank from DFW, both in 73800s. And they're pretty much booked solid. 98% on the first flight at 10 in the morning, 90% on the flight at 7:30. So they got 1 a.m. flight that goes to Burbank, and then 1 p.m. flight at 7:30 that goes to Burbank. Where else? I want to go somewhere else on the West Coast. Where else can that be? What about Jackson Hole? I don't know that we fly into Jackson. We do, and it's booked solid. The morning flight is 97% booked, and it's in the 319. And noon 25 is 128, 100% booked. No chance. Yeah, and it's only 2 flights. That's what makes it worse. The same with this Jackson Hole. There's only 2 flights. 1 in the morning and then 1 right at the top of the afternoon, basically. And those flights are booked solid as well. Let's see about the London Heathrow. Let's check that one out. Oh, these flights are pretty booked too. We've got 4 flights though that leave out a day to go to London. They are all flown in the 777-300W. Not all of them. The first 2 Wow, all the flights are in the afternoon. That makes sense. It's daytime by the time you land in London. Uh, these are likely the flights that Darren, the pilot guy that flies the 777s, he's likely to be flying these flights. But 3 p.m., 267 passengers, 87% full. How's that showing domestic? How's that domestic? That should be international. They say when non-reverent due to early. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Bill. That's what I was told as well. And I'm definitely a witness to that, of missing a very early morning flight as just a regular passenger before I got into this field. So I do believe it. I think on weather days it's probably better too, depending on where you're going, because you're likely to have some connection flights not make it and get delayed. So if I was going somewhere, but that's a lot of digging deep and really, you know, studying the algorithm, I guess, of how things go to really dial that in and know that you'll get on that flight. Oh, wow, hold on. The first flight, that's why it ended up being domestic. The first flight that left at 15:10 to London Heathrow was diverted. Where did they divert to? I don't know where they diverted to. That's why it ended up being domestic. They never left. They never left the mainland. And then the 750 flight to Heathrow again, the 777-300W. 299 passengers, 98% full. Then a 930 flight is in a 777-200 with 271 passengers, 99% full. Then the last flight of the day is at basically 11 p.m. in the 777W, a 300W, 289 folks. Those three flights actually made it out. I don't know what happened on that first flight. They did not make it to London. They diverted back here. Let's see. It was flight 50. Let's see about Charles de Gaulle. We go to Charles de Gaulle? We do. Only one flight though. DFW flies to Charles de Gaulle. One flight. 777-300. 1725. Wow, only 69% booked. 210 people. You only get one flight. Let's see about inbounds. What time do the flights come back? Arrivals. CG. Let's see. So they have a departure flight from Charles de Gaulle back to DFW at 2:25 in the 200 though. 269 passengers. It's only one flight. You don't want to miss it. Not bad though. You take the seatbelt signs back off. All right, we're about to cross over into Miami Center here. So 58 minutes, I think. Set. It says 54. Did I start my clock too late or something? You're not. Well, normally they hand you off a couple miles earlier, so we'll go ahead and switch over. Yeah, true. I got the right. Let's see. Miami Center. I don't know if I got that frequency. Oh yeah, I do. That's the right one. All right, going over to Miami Center, American 1216. Hold on, you said you saw some flights going, some American flights to Detroit. Let's see how many flights we go to Detroit. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they do about 6 flights to Detroit. I do see that 319 that you say you saw, and the 321 looks like. Not a lot of customers on those flights though. That's cool. So that could be some easy flights to get to Detroit. The highest packs is 154 looks like. Lowest is 48. And that's at the 6:58 a.m. time. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This is arrivals. My bad. Let's go back to departures. Leaving Detroit be easy to get back from Detroit. Not too bad going as well. Let's see. All right, DFW to Detroit at 7 in the morning. There's 114 people on the 738. 66% full. That's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flights that go to Detroit. All in the 73, 319, and a 321. Second flight is 95% full, 165 people. Third flight, 151, then 110, 114, and the last flight at 9 p.m. is only 65 packs. All from Charlotte and Philly and DFW. Got you. We got 4,000 feet. So 9. don't need more drag. We're good. You say not to forget the MIA. I think Phoenix or Philly. It's probably CRJs more than likely or E175s. Yeah, that would make sense. And of course, unless there's just some, a high demand for more passengers, bigger jets for a few flights or so. Yeah, it's already 2 a.m. We probably won't hear any aircraft on the frequency. Probably just some GA and DPS or something. Hey, Bill, that little heart thing that shows up at the bottom should be gone, correct? Because I feel like I turned it off. I don't know if it actually still shows up on there. But I turned it off. Hopefully it doesn't show up on there anymore. I know you said it moved it out. It was moved out the way, but hopefully it doesn't even show up at all now. good. All that weather that was over the Florida area is pretty much cleared out, dissipated, or off the East Coast. Should be pretty smooth sailing for us to get into here. Right out of 19. Oh, okay, no worries. I don't know what I said. Let's go there, 3002. 3002 there. I was probably saying we should be good getting into West Palm Beach. The weather's kind of moved out that area of that part of Florida, so yeah, we should be good getting into here. Oh, did I? I don't know what I said then. I don't recall. All right, over to West Palm Beach, or approach. Again, probably won't hear anyone on frequency. Plus 15 on the TAT already. Make sure we have this correct. I'll pick low brakes.
Okay, stand by one.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, dude, I can't remember what I might have said. All right, at 12,000, Bill.
Target 104, you're ready to report. You're following control airspace. Fly the Roma heading, please. Roma heading and maintain 2000. 20 void if not up at 0625. Time now is 0618. If you're not airborne by 25, give me a call other than 27 with your intentions on this frequency. Target 104, thank you very much. Talk to you in the air on 128.3. 28.3, thanks.
That's actually perfect, Bill. That's not bad landing rates. I think sometimes people get hooked too much on the feet per minute. The only thing that matters is G loads. The feet per minute is useless until you're hitting like 600 or something. But I wouldn't focus on that stuff. That stuff really doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it's cool to see and hear. I mean, well, obviously for your VA, it means something because y'all have to log that stuff. But other than that, if you're not getting high G loads, then you're fine. I wouldn't worry about it. You notice I don't really care much on mine. I just have it there so y'all see it. Because all I care about is getting the airplane on the ground and making sure I'm not slamming it on the ground. That's when I care. If I hit the ground a little harder than I'd like and the G load actually shows it. But yeah, other than that, I mean, just practice more, just focus more on the approach. Making sure you're on a stable approach. If you got a stable approach, then you should have a stable landing.
We get you guys looking for traffic guards and all credentials. Roger.
Gotcha. All right, we're at 10,000. Let's get lights on. Seatbelts coming on.
And Archer 104, Connie, maybe approach 126, 185. See ya. 2635, see you guys. Appreciate y'all. Take care.
All right, we're at 9,000. Yeah, I know they need the lights on when they're making their announcements back there. They got the lights off. They'll turn them back up on their own.
Ladies and gentlemen, shortly land. Please keep your cabin bag in safety stowed with your laptop inside. Tray tables must be stowed, armrests down, seat lines open. You now need seatbelt fastened ready for landing. Please help us by hand wheeling rubbish, music, magazines, too long. The toilet is no longer accessible.
Gotcha.
Cabin crew must now proceed for landing. Thank you. Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
All right, sounds good. We're in some minor clouds as we're descending through here. And of course they left the lights on now. They made their announcement, turn the lights back off. be over here somewhere. Come down to this little thin scattered layer here. The airport's like over here somewhere from the looks of it. Actually, no, it should be like right in here. All right, let's go flaps 1. So we can hold that green dot speed. Hold 190. So we get a better turn inbound on that. There we go. Ah, got you. Yeah, sometimes that can happen. Typically, you really want to start putting flaps down once you're getting within the range of the fix just before the final approach fix. That's what I look at. And how much space I have between this fix and the final approach fix. I got 7 miles between the two. So as long as you start getting set up between here and the final approach fix, you should be good. Anything before that, you shouldn't have to, unless, you know, if you're on VATSIM and they give you slower speeds and you're heavy, especially in the 321, then you just got to pay attention to that green dot. Because again, all you're putting down is the slats. So you're not really creating much drag, you're just creating more lift. So this bar can go down further, because as we see, we only have the slat forward, the flaps are still retracted. Because you're just trying to make sure you have more lift before you start putting down all of the other flaps. You should be good. But as long as you're configured, by the time you reach the final approach fix, you should be fine. You just don't want to be doing it way out there if you don't need to. But if you're fast, you know, you're way faster than you want to be, then yeah, you definitely want to start putting flaps down a little bit sooner if you can help it. I still don't see the runway. Yeah, I don't see any. There's no airplanes in the air. There's only one parked at the gate that's live, it looks like. Alright, we'll start that turn. Alright, we'll maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer course. Oh, where's lightning coming from? Clear for the ILS approach, runway 10, American 1612. Look, we're hitting the record button. I want to see this. Let's go back to that. That's why. Ooh, is weather even right here? Where'd it come from, even if it is? Let's on the approach. Alright, glide slope and loc. Alright, I got the runway in sight there. Localizer's gonna get captured here. Alright, localizer's captured. All right, and over to Tower, American 1612. Miles from final approach fix. We'll go gear down. Let's go flaps 2. 3 green, no red on the gear. Got the glide slope. Set 3,000 for the go around.
$2,500.
138 on the speed. And Tower, American 1612, I'm trying to say that right, 1216 on the ILS runway 10 left. Flaps 3. Let's go flaps full. All right, cleared the land, runway 10 left, American 1216. All right, flaps full, auto brakes are armed, auto brakes are low, and speed brakes are armed. Lights are on, our folks know that we are about to land. We're all good up top. We got 10 knots off the nose. Make sure that's gonna come down there. Oh, it's crosswind. Let's go 140 just to be on the safe side. All right. My controls. Again, technically the approach lighting system for 10 left doesn't work. I've got a crosswind now.
Above. Minimum.
Continuing.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard. 5.
Versus out. Knots. 80. 70. My brakes. 60. Versus disengage. And of course the typical flight control side stick fall. I feel like I've come to this airport before and the runway was kind of jacked up. I mean, like the airport grounds were kind of messed up. I could be wrong. Maybe it wasn't this one. Appreciate it, Bill. All right, over the ground, American 1216. Yeah, we'll have to make that left here and take it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic
that's good. I don't know why I keep getting a message. I calibrated it last time after I finished the stream and saved it. It said it stored it, but maybe it was just for the that particular version. Maybe I got to do it for all of them or something. I don't know.
Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your journey.
All right, we'll taxi down Charlie, make a right on Bravo, and then we'll make a right on Alpha into the ramp. .43 with 3 minutes early. At this point, it don't really matter. We're the last flight of the night. There's no connecting flights at this point. Bravo 12. Make sure no one's at our gate. Alright, I think our gate's right there. I think that's Bravo 12. Yeah, it is. Alright, our gate's open. Alright, approved to the gate, Bravo 12, American 1216. Oh, not set my gate up. Why are these guys in the area here? I don't know. I'm thinking I might not have set this gate up. Oh, you know what? I probably had it right, but that's the third. That third belt conveyor for the bulk loader. All right, no ground traffic, road traffic, should I say? I think that's what it is because I turned on that third one. That's who he is. We'll just suffer an ingestion with this fella. I don't know why the jet bridge started coming out here already. Yo, just opens the door. What the heck is going on here? You gonna give me my ground power too then? Nope, keep going back. Alright. I don't know what that was all about. Get wing lights off, seatbelt signs off. Already deboarding. That's wild that they just started moving the jet bridge like that. And I got the fake janitor guy out there trying to taxi me in. Alright, all the lights off. Yeah, all the lights are off. That must be bright light from this jet bridge. That's bright. Alright, yeah, other than that, that is it. We'll get these folks deboarded. They should be getting up and getting off of here. Deboard. Get the PCA connected as well. Yeah, because I got to fly out of here anyway, so I'll move them here shortly. Alright, 2 hours, 2 minutes to the gate. Alright, 6:50. Alright, get these people out of here. That'll do it for us today. Appreciate you flying along with me, Bill. As always, appreciate you, sir. Alright, getting these people deboarded and off the aircraft. Let's see. Yeah, and he's connected. The only thing is, we got 2 carts back here now. I thought for sure would have put the that same unit over here again, but it did not. I'll likely have to assign that per each gate when I fly this airplane then, and make sure it gives that one cart I probably do, Bill. Yeah, and that's what I thought it was supposed to do. It was supposed to connect the jet bridge once I turned the beacon light off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there would not be two belt loaders back here. I'm assuming that's unlikely to happen. Unless this was just like one cart for the rear, so it'd still kind of be out the way. Otherwise, good flight. Let me see if they're deboarding the same amount of people correctly. Yeah, 116 is deboarding. Good GSX. Yeah, good flight. I enjoyed that flight. He is literally right under the nose. Oh, and we're a little bit too forward, too. This guy really had no fear. He was really ready to risk getting run over. He's literally underneath the nose of the airplane. I guess I should have listened to him. He was marshaling me in better. I probably would have stopped back here when he told me to, instead of listening to GSX back there. That's my problem. Let's see. Off. No problem. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let me use that back door on Frontier 321. We only used the two main ones. I know you said earlier if there's a door there, you're gonna, yeah, true. These brakes better not be smoking. I don't think they are. They shouldn't be getting hot. But yeah. Yeah, if the door is available, we're using it. And you say y'all never used it? I wonder what would go back there. I don't know on the Airbus if maybe pets go back there. If there's pets on the flight or something. Or would they go elsewhere? Probably. But I like it though. I like that the door's there and it can be used. I didn't even realize it on the 321 until the other day. So yeah, that flight's completed. We got our last flight out of here going back to Dallas to end this schedule. So that'll be our last flight of this stream. I'm going to definitely try to get some 777 stuff on here and get some 777 flying in here. And definitely some more MAX flights. I think I might do the last flight in the MAX again. I hope I didn't jinx myself by wanting to believing that the MAX did right by me on that off-stream flight, but I may fly that tomorrow because right now we're slated for the 738, but I just may fly the MAX out of here and back to DFW, but we'll see. Oh, okay, got you, Bill. I'm gonna try to do the flight tomorrow. I'll try to do the flight tomorrow, and if so, I'll try to do it as early as I can, and make that flight back to DFW. And I'll try to get a new schedule set up and get that going. That's the hopes anyway. So here we are on the schedule. Yeah, we're deboarding everybody. Get everybody out. All right, so yep, down to the last flight. That'll be our last flight getting out of here. So yeah, good flight. I enjoyed that flight. Landing wasn't bad. I think we had a decent landing. Takeoff was good. The flight was good, and we encountered a little bit of lightning. There was some wind shear, like east of us here as well. We were on the approach. But either way, West Palm Beach is the scenery's not bad. It looks nice. Yeah, it was not. It wasn't West Palm Beach. It was some other place I went to. I think on the East Coast or something. It was a payware scenery and it was terrible. I think it was like Amarillo or something like that, maybe. Should be okay. Mine only works. I screwed up the other day, messing with the descent speed and caused a plane crash. Oh man. Oh man, got you. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I may wait. I don't want to jinx myself and be pissed off at that airplane again. I might wait and do the flight later. Do another off-stream flight maybe and go from there is what I'll probably do. Alright, cruise deboarded and pilots will be getting off here as well. On the crash and overspeed situation, no assurance will give me. Just go turn that off, Bill. I don't even leave that turned on. I turned that crap off. All the crash stuff, I turned it off. You know where to go to turn it off, right? Because that could happen if Microsoft wind speeds update on winds aloft, and then you get that abrupt wind change during the flight. That could overstress the airplane, and boom, there go your flight done. So yeah, I turned the stress stuff off. I turned the damage off. I think that happened. I mainly turned it off because I think it was a while back. I was doing a flight to somewhere, and I was just taxiing, and it crashed the airplane. I think I was doing a flight with Fly Dubai, and I had landed in Dubai, and then I just turned it off. Yeah, it's in the settings, and I think it's going to be assistant, and then should be failure damages. Just disable all three of those. There's no point in having those on. Bro, you are not taking the realism off. Nothing about that is realism. Like I said, the sim's still too glitchy with the winds and stuff from Microsoft. You know, that's already messing up realism. But it's your call. I'm just saying you're not losing anything. Almost everybody in the flight sim community turns that crap off. It's not left on. Especially too if you're on VATSIM and you bump another airplane, that's gonna crash the airplane too. And now there goes your flight. Oh yeah, there you go. Like I said, that's up to you. I'm just saying no one leaves those things on at all because of the problems that happens. Like I said, especially during those abrupt wind changes with Microsoft, sometimes it'll throw the airplane around, and boom, just like that, it'll overstress your airplane, and there goes your flight. Got you. What light is on right here? That's so bright. Is it the light here or something? Oh, it's off this truck. That's why those lights are so bright. All right. Well, other than that, appreciate it, Bill, and anyone else who may have stopped by to catch the stream. I'll see you later. Been getting a lot of views lately after my flights, so that's cool. I appreciate all of those views that comes through after the stream. So hopefully everyone's enjoying it, and like I said, I'll see y'all on the next flight out of here. Later.